welcome back to the Fuzzy Pod.
Let's go. I'm Maddie.
And I'm Megan.
And we're excited to have you guys.
Today's an exciting episode because,
Why
get in, losers. We're going shopping. Today,
Let's go.
we are talking
How
about,
long did you think about that line?
actually just like 5 minutes before this, so I'm very
That's
proud.
pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. I can do it again if you want another take, if you want a fresh approach to it. Get in, losers. We're going shopping. Today,
That sounded like a voiceover.
It was felt canned.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's okay. Today we are talking about the era of the mall.
Imagination.
The mall. Once upon a time, the mall was a magical place
it was
to
so
be.
magical. Before you kids had your online shopping and
Online shopping, delivery.
e-commerce, same day delivery.
What is with all that? You don't know what it was like out there. Actually, I mean, malls still exist. I'm acting like malls don't exist anymore.
But it was a different time.
It was. It
Yeah.
had its own culture. There were certain stores that
Don't exist
no longer
anymore.
exist that we're going to talk about today. And we're going to be specifically talking about the era of the mall when we grew up, which was like the late 90s to early 2000s,
Yeah, early 2000s.
early 2010s, a little bit.
A little?
Just a little in
Little
there.
taste?
Mostly like the early 2000s and what the mall meant to us. Some honorable mention stores that RIP no longer exist.
May they rest comfortably in peace.
RIP. Say a little prayer. And yeah, I'm excited. I try to dress for the occasion. I don't know if you noticed.
Yeah, no, I got you. I didn't get the memo because I had the same shirt.
We could have been
In
both
pink?
wearing the same shirt
But it's
today.
okay. I'll wear it for another episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got a shirt on that says baby girl in glitter. It's feeling very like Y2K.
So cute.
I have glitter eyeliner on. And I crimped my hair.
There you go.
This is
We'll
probably
send it. Yeah.
close to how I would have dressed at the mall.
I think
Yeah.
so. Definitely the glitter eyeliner. Yeah.
Definitely the glitter eyeliner. I was obsessed with glitter eyeliner. I should bring it back.
No, the way that I want to like purchase every single color of the glitter eyeliner, like Urban Decay
Yes.
glitter eyeliner, like that's what
It's
I
so
wore in
good.
junior high, and like I want that again. I want that in my life.
So
I just want to have like my makeup drawer just full of
yeah, green,
glitter.
purple, blue,
Yeah.
silver, everything. So you're
All
ready
of
to
it.
go. Glitter eyeliner
Gold.
for every look. Gold,
Purple.
all of it.
All of it.
Pink.
Pink.
I only
Blue.
I have
Did you say
silver
blue?
on today. Blue. Just keeps naming
Name all the
colors. Indigo.
Our studio dog is / our producer. I'm just kidding.
Madison's dog is in the studio with us today. Loki is his name, and he was trying to get settled in the rug. Which, speaking of the mall, do you remember like when there were like pet stores in the mall?
Oh my gosh, yeah. That's like not a thing
It's
anymore.
giving puppy mill.
It's giving puppy mill. How much is that dog in the window?
How much is that doggy in the window? Are you allowed to sing that? That has to be. That has to be like
Sorry, I'm just mocking you.
a public domain at this point. That's such an old song.
Should we jump into like what our experience was? Like what it was like to go to the mall
Yes,
when we were kids?
starting with the prep of getting ready and
You
dressed to
had
go
to
to
look
the mall.
good.
You
You
had to
can't
look
go to the
good.
mall looking greasy and decrepit.
Not greasy.
That's just a personal experience because my hair is always greasy.
I was always greasy. Let's be honest. I think I'm a little
I'm
greasy
I'm
right
still
now.
always greasy.
Okay, well, glitter eyeliner might have been a staple. Crimped hair, but specifically, I don't know if you might have missed this one. Were you a part of the straighten your bangs, crunch your hair era?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So if you don't know what crunching your hair is,
Which it may have just been because I had an older sister, but
maybe it's as bad as you think it is. You would take usually like the bedhead
or the Aussie. Yeah.
this like hair
Mousse?
mousse, like a
Yeah.
foam. You put in your hand. You probably only need a dollop, but yes, you would just
Whipped
keep
cream.
on. Put it all in your hands, and with hair still damp, you'd grab your hair like in like little like bunches, and you'd crunch it up.
Wait, we should honestly do that.
And it would just like leave this kind of like crunchy
crunchy
wave.
Crunchy, curly wavy, greasy looking hot mess of hair.
I thought it was giving like beach wave, but no, it was giving.
Little did we know it was giving.
I don't even know what it was giving.
Ramen noodles.
Ramen noodles.
Instant noodles.
That's so spot on. But to just add the icing on the cake, little chef's kiss there. Straighten
side
your
bangs.
You would take your side bangs and you would flat iron them, probably while they were still damp. Remember, like
the smoke that would come off.
Do you remember the wet to dry straighteners that probably ruined a generation of hair?
Oh my gosh, yeah. People are still recovering
years later. Layers of extensions.
Oh my gosh.
From all the Y2K babies.
Oh my goodness.
That just
tragic.
straightened their bangs and straightened their hair. But
the smoke.
That might have been a look you were rocking, right? With maybe you were a glitter eyeliner girl.
A little baby bag.
The little baby bag?
Yeah, like a little baguette bag, like a little tiny one.
Oh, so cute.
Yeah.
I remember having like, I don't know when it transitioned, but like at some point too, also like I had like this massive
the big bags.
bag.
Yeah, the big like totes.
The tote that you could put everything in.
Yeah.
And mine I still have it actually. I still have one of them. It had sequins.
The coach.
Covered in sequins.
Yeah.
Yes. And a little keychain on it that is clanked like everywhere I went. And I just put everything in there and just
I had one of those in pink, but mine was like small. Like the little
baguette.
Yeah, like a little tiny one. But it was like the same kind of sparkle and it was like hot pink.
Oh, wait, you don't have that anymore?
Sadly, no. I think I got
it.
I know. But I did keep it's vintage now, like a pink Coach bag that's like more structured bag. It's so cute.
So once you got dressed and ready to go to the mall,
what shoes are we wearing?
It depends. Like, what age are we talking here?
Either Converse, like some sort of like bright colored Converse, or
a ballet slipper.
Yeah, I was about to say a ballet slipper.
Those are coming back around. How do you feel about it?
Or a platform sandal. Like, remember those ones? I'm pretty sure they were Steve. They weren't. I know Steve Madden makes one like now, but it's like a platform black sandal with like the strap like around the toes. It's
I know exactly
stretchy
what you're
material.
About. Yes.
Yes.
Oh my
I
gosh.
had those and I felt memory unlocked.
This is big.
I remember wearing those. This is big because I don't have memories.
Not remember anything. I was like, whoa, I'm just going to sit back for this one.
I was a kid and I was wearing those shoes except for they were like all like leather. And then I don't know if you remember this, but I had this leather jacket that was like cow print on the inside.
What?
And it was like textured.
Yeah.
Like a faux cowhide.
Yeah.
It was the look.
Oh my gosh. You were serving like what? What was that, like
I
in
know.
third grade?
Yeah, I was like little.
So I actually have memories of shoes like that. But around the time when I was first introduced to them, it was actually, there was this shoe store in this like strip center in the town we grew up in. And I remember the first time I laid eyes on like a heel like that. And I was like, oh my gosh, I need this. It was that one. And then also like the summery twine ones.
Oh,
like, it's not twine, but like they're like,
I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about? They're coming back too.
Yeah.
It was like a wedge.
Weave.
And I just had my eyes on them, and I think Mom was like, "You're just a little too young to be like in a heel." And I was like, "I'm coming back for you.
I'll see you.
I'll see you soon." I think I did eventually, but
those are the vibe. Those are cute. What is that material called?
It's not twine. What is it? Straw.
It's straw. I know. I'm thinking like basket
weaving, woven,
yeah.
like woven shoes.
Yeah,
like a woven wedge, like a sand color.
We cannot forget. Someone will yell at us probably what they're called, but we cannot forget the jelly shoes.
Oh yeah, I still have some of those.
I still have some too.
Oh, so good. I think that was like probably like even a little bit younger before I got into like when I was in junior high and crunching my hair and doing the glitter eyeliner. But it also was important how you smelled. Did you have a signature scent growing up?
So when I got older, it was definitely the Viva La Juicy.
Yes.
Which low-key want to buy that again. It still smells good.
That was like my kryptonite from junior high through high school.
And then I'm pretty sure from Victoria's Secret.
Yes.
The pink square perfumes or like body scents or whatever they call.
They were like body sprays. Some of them had glitter in them too.
And I would wear the blue cap lid and the green cap lid.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like because they all had different colors.
Their smells were so strong.
Oh, so
and like
putrid.
mostly smelled like alcohol. I feel
so
like
gross. And yours, I know yours. You used to wear Britney Spears Fantasy in junior high.
Oh my gosh. That was before Viva La Juicy.
Yeah.
The pink bottle.
The little pink round
oh my
bottle.
Gosh, no, I can think about it. I can smell it.
Yeah.
Brittany, bring it back. Is it still out there?
I think it's still out there. You can probably find it like TJ Maxx or something.
Wait, the bottle was actually really cute too.
So cute.
It was like this little round, like almost like fuchsia-y pink bottle, and it had like little like rhinestones, crystals on it. Oh my gosh.
So cute.
Wow, that was a good one. And then also like I would totally wear like a iteration of this now, but Abercrombie 8.
Oh.
I think that's what it was called, the number 8. Like it was kind of like more
giving Chanel number 5.
Unisex. Yeah, they're like, we can't say number 5. What about 8? 8. Ooh, it's a sexy number. I don't even know.
Ooh, look at those curves.
Ooh, there's abs on the back of this bottle, I think. Do you remember how they put abs on
my gosh,
everything?
Yeah. Everything has abs.
Oh, okay, so let's get into the stores. So we're there. We're at the mall. Where are you going first? Let's take it back to our first, like our earliest memories of the mall when we went to the store before school shopping. Do you know what store I'm talking about?
Limited to.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
I mean, honestly, it'd be R.I.P. either way because, not really like we're adults now. They don't like our size. But
they had
the cutest stuff.
And I felt like their stuff was like unique. Like now, okay, we all know. But basically when Limited 2 went away, Justice was the like brand that took it over. And I just felt like it was so tragic because like they had like weird like t-shirts with like generic saying like it wasn't as like unique of like clothes. Like, it felt like Limited 2 was like elevated style. Like it wasn't like, oh, I'm just coming here to buy like your regular old jeans and t-shirt.
Yeah.
It was like really cute tops and like really cute blouses and dresses.
Oh,
and,
iconic
like
pieces.
Skirts. Like,
do you remember they used to have these pants that could be short or capris? They had zippers on them. So depending on your mood, okay, you could take away like a layer. So if you wanted them to be a capri, you unzip the bottom half, okay? But then if you're like, oh no, I need it to be a short stay, you could zip off like the from the very top.
Dude, I want pants like that now.
Seriously, like I have a trip coming up, and to think about, I could get some like diverse looks, like going with my outfits
for real. But yeah, Limited 2 was like that was the store that we were like, please, mom and dad, please, and
please.
Like I feel like we were always like we didn't do like all of our shopping there because it was kind of pricey too. So I felt like it was like special that we got to like go there and like pick out like an outfit.
These sequin scarves.
Oh my gosh,
they were
everything.
Like these thin fabric
Disgusting
scarves
now, but
with like just like little sequins
like
on them.
Like mangled fabric.
And you could like tie them either like around a dress.
Yeah, you could make it like a belt.
It's more like belt. It was always more like an accent, like more like a belt accent than it ever was like wear it around your neck.
Scarf.
Yeah, like because it was not.
Some people like put it in their hair too.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Do you think we'll see those come back?
Yes, definitely.
Oh my gosh.
This would be like this topic is also good for like trend predictions because like a lot of these things that I feel like we wore are like coming back.
Remember those like
the chunky belts?
Oh, the chunky belts. There was a moment. Did you ever? Here's a question for you that I was thinking about earlier, because I have one of these moments. Did you ever you were at the mall and you see something kind of like those heels I saw, and I just wasn't quite ready for them yet. An item that you were like, ooh, that maybe feels a little more mature. But like, how do I ask mom and dad, like, can I have that?
Yeah.
Because for me, it was a halter top at Limited 2. And it wasn't like anything crazy, but I just think I didn't own a halter top at the time.
So it felt Scandi.
Yes. And it was like, I think it was like the tones in it was like brown and orange and pink, like a fuchsia, and it was like striped, and it was a little halter that tied, and it just said Fiji. And I was like, ooh,
I need
this Fiji top, and I want to know everything about Fiji. I want to be a Fiji girl. Like, she's cute. And I think like we ended up getting them, and we had matching ones. You may have had one that said Tahiti or something that was like blue and green and brown, I think.
Yeah, that kind of sounds vaguely familiar.
So I think we ended up getting like matching ones. But I remember seeing it and being like,
ooh, is that like wrong? Yeah.
Can I ask for that? Because like in a similar manner, and then I do want to hear yours. I remember too, like whenever friends, like I saw that they owned the bikini underwear.
Oh, I was gonna say thongs. Yeah.
Not even, like, I was like, not well. Yeah, thongs would be another level. But even when we were younger, because Limited Too didn't sell. I don't think they sold thongs, but like they sold these like
where it has like the string on the side,
but
it's still like full coverage
panties. But instead of like a thicker band on the side, it was like a little string. And I remember being like,
Skendi.
And when I saw my friends have this, I was like, you have the bikini string undies? What? What do you mean? Meanwhile, I'm still like in a cami. Like I'm not even wearing a bra like or anything yet. Like it's like the built-in like cami shirts that you layer. And I was just like, oh my gosh, we're so grown up.
Are you allowed?
Are you allowed to wear those? Like I'd be so scared.
Oh my gosh.
So did you have a moment like that?
Well, as we mentioned, my memory is shot. So there's nothing like particular that I can think of other than I was going to mention this when we talked about the perfumes, but it slipped my mind. Like buying the perfumes from like Victoria's Secret like felt super scandy because like I'd go in there and like not buy really anything else like when I was like younger and like be like, oh, like I'm shopping at like Victoria's Secret.
Yeah, going into Victoria's Secret like in like middle school,
like I couldn't breathe.
Literally, you're walking in, you're like, okay, just beeline for the pink section. Like beeline there. I'm gonna get my little lip gloss. I'm gonna get my stuff
perfume
because like everything else I'm seeing is frankly terrifying.
I'm scared.
I'm so scared. Like it's not scary at all. But when you're like in middle school, you're like, oh my gosh, like. There's like naked people everywhere. And am I supposed to look like that? I don't look like that.
Yeah,
I'm
so
confused.
I feel like maybe that. And then probably knowing me, I probably wanted like some heels. I'm trying to think if there was anything that like stuck out to me that I was like not embarrassed, but like nervous to ask.
Yeah.
Like if I could buy. But I don't know. I feel like for the most part, trying to think.
If you had anything, we can circle back around. If something comes to you, you can bring it up.
Pops up in my mind, but I don't think so.
Oh man, but speaking of stores that like, you're like afraid to kind of walk into, Spencer's.
Oh, Hot Topic and Spencer's.
Hot Topic has a different vibe now, I swear, than it did when we were kids.
Like I swear there was like
now you walk by
intense like like music.
Yes.
And
like in my brain it was like really dark in there. Like it was like all like grunge and like emo or whatever like at the time, and then it was like there's nothing with like any color in there.
Yeah.
It's just like I don't even know if that's what it was like.
I swear it was like a different store.
But now it's like, oh, we sell like band tees and like of bands and also like maybe like you see a Kirby and like some anime characters.
Yeah.
Like some Pokemon.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm like like there's lights on in here. I'm like, was it always like this?
Yeah.
I don't know. Did they have a brand
Did
change?
they rebrand?
Did they rebrand themselves?
I don't know, because I swear before it was like so intense and it was like we were not allowed.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I don't know. I'll walk by there. And then Spencer's was like another level because I didn't realize till I was an adult that like the reason we weren't allowed to go in there wasn't just because like they sold like crude stuff, but I guess they also have like adult like maybe like adult toys in the back. I think
they have like it
which feels random. Like
it
the
is
front
more,
is kind of like pranky feeling. I feel like
it definitely is geared more towards adult. It's like Hot Topic for adults.
Yeah,
was kind of the energy.
Oh. And it was just like, don't go in Spencer's. So everyone walk by. It's like, I stepped
puts
in.
a foot.
I went into Spencer's. Ooh. Oh my gosh.
And then on the flip side of that, in our mall growing up, we had a Sanrio store.
The Sanrio store, R.I.P.
R.I.P. once again to another great store that was taken from us too soon.
Maybe there's some that still exist somewhere. Like I do think in like maybe in like Little Tokyo, there's like maybe one lone store in LA. But other than that, like in the US, I don't know.
I don't know where else.
Sanrio stores
I don't know
that
where
exist.
Else. But that was like, okay, so let's just quickly walk through like what it would look like when we were doing our back to school shopping. So we mentioned we'd go to Limited Too.
Yes.
And then the Sanrio store was definitely on the list because we'd go in there and we'd get like school supplies, like our pencils, pencil boxes,
pens, lunch boxes with Hello Kitty.
Yeah, we would like go in and get all our stuff. And it was the best. Erasers, like all the cute things.
They had lots of cute little stationery things that you could get. And it was just like, it was perfect to get like little accents to go along with like the plain notebooks we got like at Target and stuff.
Yeah.
Target or Walmart. And literally though, the Sanrio.
It was everything. I still have one of my pencil boxes.
Did you remember though the best thing to get in the store?
The gum.
The gum. They had this bubble gum. The grape and the strawberry.
Yeah.
I don't know what was in this gum. First of all, it would come in like you could buy it like a little pack of 2.
Yeah, it was a little packet, and they were like square, little square pieces of gum
that smelled amazing.
Yeah,
and tasted incredible
for 2 seconds.
For literally 2 seconds. So you put it in your mouth, you're like, I'm living. I'm smacking on my bubble gum, okay? I'm getting ready for back to school.
I'm a whole new girl. I'm ready for a new year. It's a new me.
And then within like 5 seconds, bland. Nothing.
Nothing. No flavor.
No
life.
Not left with anything minty fresh, you know? You just got to like basically like suck out all the sugar and the flavor out of this like little piece of rubber for like 5 seconds and then spit it out. But we buy those for like 25 cents or maybe less. I don't even know. And we just like get a couple of those at a time and just be like, oh, this is the best.
Living.
What is in this gum? I want to find that gum today.
I want to find that gum too. I wonder if we can get it like on their website or something.
Yeah,
or maybe have to look into it.
Maybe there's like something similar or something. Like who knows? Maybe another company made it and they just put like Hello Kitty on it.
The cute packaging on it. Yeah.
We gotta find out.
So good though. But that was definitely like a highlight of the back to school shopping.
And next to the Sanrio store at our hometown mall, there was a great American cookie. What's your go-to order?
I believe that I would always get the like I don't know what they call it, like the whoopie.
Yeah. Oh, I guess we should probably explain what a great American cookie is. We're just talking about all these stores like
yes, which most people are probably familiar. If you're not, then you probably know like Mrs. Fields, I think is the other one that's like
sister
popular.
It's just a cookie store.
It's like where you get the cookie cakes.
And it's like only in the mall.
Yeah.
Like that I know of. I've never seen a great American cookie store outside the mall.
I think that they do have some outside the mall. I don't know. You should fact check me.
It would be like,
anyways,
as a kid seeing a teacher outside of school. Like to see a great American cookie outside of the mall.
If you've ever been to a mall in America,
you've seen a great American cookie.
Then you've seen a great American cookie. Or you smelt it because they smell really good. You just smell the chocolate chip cookies wafting in the air. And it calls to you. But yeah, so my go-to would be like the whoopie pie cookie, I think they called it.
Yep.
Which is like the 2 chocolate chip cookies and then icing in the middle.
That's what I would get, except I would do the M&M cookie.
Oh, pro move. Yeah, I like the chocolate chip one.
And so it's like a M&M cookie and then icing in the middle, another M&M cookie.
They make like mini ones too.
Yes. That's the perfect.
I would eat one of those right now.
But if you weren't getting a great American cookie, there's another treat you might have gotten while you walked around the mall. And that was a little Starbucks.
Oh, that's true. I was going to say boba.
We didn't have boba growing up. Well, I never, I should say this.
Yeah, we did.
You're like, yeah, we did. I should say this. I wasn't introduced to boba till later in life, so I didn't have any boba walking around the mall.
Oh, okay.
So instead, I was
a boba shop.
Getting a frappuccino.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I did those too. A chocolatey chip, so you say it? Chocolatey chip
so,
frappuccino?
It sounds wrong,
but it feels right.
Chocolatey chip frappuccino and no coffee. It literally has no coffee in it. It's just a milkshake.
It's literally just sugar.
It's just we would go to the mall with our crunched hair and suck those things down and then just run around on a sugar high.
100%.
Oh man,
maybe that's why I don't remember anything from my childhood because I was just like
pounding those back.
I just had so much sugar in my system that my system was like shutting down.
And you went to Great American Cookie first, and then you got the frappuccino at the same time. You're like taking a sip, taking a bite of the cookie.
When I think about how much sugar we would eat, like the idea of like drinking a frappuccino with one of those big like whoopie pie cookies.
My stomach hurts.
I could not.
My sensitive tummy.
I literally could not.
No, I'm too sensitive now.
Yeah,
my stomach's not built for it.
No,
I think
my stomach's built different now.
another honorable mention that's not a storefront for clothes. There was a restaurant in our mall growing up. And
Chili's. No, I'm just kidding.
Chili's. No, it was even better, Maddie.
Oh,
if that's
I know.
possible.
I know.
Rainforest Cafe. We had a Rainforest Cafe that I believe is still there in our childhood mall.
No, it is. Remember, we saw it last year.
Insane that it's still open because I think there's like 4
it's like
of
the
them
last
left.
standing one. I swear, it's the
Katie
last
Mills
standing
Mall.
one.
If you find yourself there,
go to the Rainforest
is
Cafe.
like
keep them in business.
a time capsule. Let me
that
tell you,
mall is a time capsule. There's stores. There's still a Forever 21 there.
I thought those ceased to exist.
Yeah, it's across the way from the Rainforest
And the Books
Cafe.
A Million that's been there forever.
The Books A Million. Craziness. But anyway, so Rainforest Cafe, again, to explain if you're not familiar, is a dining experience, shall we say?
Yes.
Where when you enter the restaurant, you are immediately greeted with the gift store. But it's all themed like a rainforest. So they have like rainforest noises going on. They have these like big like tanks that have like fishes in them that are like swimming throughout like the restaurant. They have like fake animatronic animals. And like when you're sitting down to eat, like rains, like a thunderstorm will
hit. And the animals, you'll know the thunderstorm is coming because all the animatronic animals start making noises. The elephants are going,
and then the lights like
the lights
flicker
are flickering and strobing, and the gorillas are going.
Yeah,
I don't know how to do a gorilla sound.
That's pretty good.
And then you get birds going squawk, squawk.
Okay, yeah, you lost me there.
But all the animals be going crazy. And then you're like, but when you're a kid and you're celebrating your 6th birthday there, you're like, this is lit. And I'm having an icy.
I still think it's lit. And I'm drinking an icy.
And I'm having dino-shaped chicken nuggets that are overpriced that I could have just gotten at home and microwaved like they did. But it was a whole experience.
I love how they had dino nuggies.
And
it was like
rainforest
theme.
Yeah. I need to think about something to break down.
Also, something so funny about the Rainforest Cafe is at their bar, like they have like bar seating.
Yes.
And all the chairs are like animal.
They're butts and legs of animals.
Yeah.
The way I want those seats for my kitchen area.
Yeah.
Like,
that would be iconic.
To have the zebras.
You have to find a rainforest when it's closing down.
And be like, hello, can I buy those off of you, please? No, like I need these.
I need these.
And I know you need this. No, I was kidding.
And I know you need my money.
So can I have these? They're like, just take them off our hands. And also, can I have the alligator from my front yard?
Yeah,
Thank you.
just don't ask questions. Oh yeah, there's a animatronic alligator that's in the front of the restaurant. So like it'll like every once in a while like pop up out of water and like open its mouth, and people will try to throw pennies.
Yeah, throw coins.
Like how you knew what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
You were just like
I was doing the motion.
Doing the motion of throwing a penny.
I was like, yeah, you feed the alligator for like wishes or whatever.
Yeah.
A lot of the stores we've mentioned so far were in our childhood mall, which was the Katie Mills Mall. Before that mall, there was another mall that we would go to for our back to school shopping.
Yeah.
And
it was like the special mall.
The special mall. We went to the Houston Galleria.
Still a good mall.
Well, is it really? I haven't been in years.
Oh, I don't know.
You're like in my mind, like just keep it like pure in your brain how it was.
No, I think it is. I mean, it has. So this mall is.
It has
huge.
everything.
It has everything. It has like it's like 3 stories. It's just Texas has a lot of space, so it takes a lot of space, and it has like every store you could ever imagine, including like luxury stores too.
Yes.
Like they just have literally everything.
Everything, and that was where we could do our ice skating. For a long time before we got another mall, which was also in Houston, but that's beside the point. This was the ice skating place.
This was
the mall to hang out. We would do this tradition when we were little. For Christmas, as a present, we would get a Build-A-Bear, and we would go to Build-A-Bear, usually with our dad, and build a bear. But that was the mall we went to do that. And oh my gosh, on a side note, I knew I was getting not too old for Build-A-Bear because I would totally build a bear now. Like I've honestly been wanting to go and I want to build a frog. There's like these really cute frogs. Anyways, or a Pokemon. But that's besides the point. I knew I was getting maybe I'm a little too old for this when I would just start like just going ham with the names.
Oh yeah.
Like I think I named one of my. So if you're not familiar with Build-A-Bear, it's basically what it sounds like. You build a bear or like build a stuffed animal from
the process is you go in, they have a bunch of different bear carcasses.
You had to choose from. I was literally gonna mention
bins.
they're like lifeless bodies.
They're lifeless bodies.
No
and
stuffing.
They have the ones that are built on top so you can see what they're gonna look like.
Yes.
And then you pick out which carcass you want. And then
and
then you go to a machine where there's a person and they stuff it. It's like a big machine that has like this stuffing that like comes out of it.
Give it all its meat, if you will.
Yeah, and then they put a little heart in it, which is so cute. So you
give it
like,
a soul.
Yeah, you give it a soul. Like have this little like not felt.
There's usually like a what's the word that I want to use? Not a routine, but not a seance.
A seance.
There's a ceremony.
Ceremony. Yeah.
There is a ceremony
where they would say like, give all your wishes and dreams while your bear.
While you held onto the heart.
Yeah.
So they'd be like, yeah, now kiss the heart for love. Mwah.
And then
now,
you put the heart in.
Jump up and down to like give the heart a beat or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you said put the heart in and they sew it up. And then your bear is alive. And it starts talking to you. Actually,
and walking around the store.
Actually, though, technically it can talk to you for $19.99
extra.
You can pay extra to get like a little recorded voice memo, or they had some pre-recorded ones you could put in and put it in its paw.
So that when you press the paw, it will like say your message.
Yeah. But then the next best
part. Yeah. So then after it would come to life. You would take it and there was like a little bathtub that you could brush out your bear, and it was like just air shooting out of this like tub, and you'd like brush your bear,
get the extra fur out,
get all the extra fur out, and then you would go and dress it. And they had that was absolutely the best part. They had so many clothing options, like shoes, sunglasses, like all the accessories. Like,
do you remember this? Okay, call me out if I'm making this up. I don't think I am. You could buy limited to Build-A-Bear collab clothes.
I'm pretty sure that is accurate.
So you could
think that they did have some sort of collab.
Yes, you could match with your bear.
Yeah, so cute. They had like the cutest. Oh, I'm just obsessed. That's like the best part. Mini skirts.
You give them like
sandals,
but also you give them a little undies. They're polite.
Oh yeah, they had little panties.
Yeah, panties or boxers.
Chones. Little chones for them.
And you could put little like chanclas on their feet or little Converse, whatever you wanted.
So cute. They had wigs for them too.
They had wigs, not the wigs.
Yeah, we never did the wigs.
Oh, they also could have careers like Barbie. Like,
yeah,
there was like so many options. Your bear could be a doctor.
Yeah. So then once your bear was all dressed, then you would go to a little computer where you would print out its birth certificate. So you would type in its name and...
So the name started off sweet, right? Probably just things like honey, lovey, sweetie. And then I realized that the day I was probably like, I'm not too old for this, but I'm just like a little gremlin. I named one of them Harrison Balls.
Yeah, that makes sense. Honestly, you probably did that when you were like 8.
It's
giving Webkins.
And I just think about that someone behind the counter had to print that and hand it out to me.
Oh my gosh.
They're like, we now present you with your bear, Harrison. I'm not saying the rest. I'll like guess his nickname. Guess his nickname. Guess his nickname.
You can't.
I bet you can't guess his nickname.
Please. Oh my gosh. Iconic. Yeah.
That's why I got banned from Webkins all the time.
Yeah, because of this behavior, Megan.
Because of this kind of behavior in Club Penguin.
But anyway, so then you would name the bear, they print out your certificate, and then they put it in this little cute box that looked like a house. And then you get to carry your little box. The house.
Oh, walking around the mall with the house box back in the day, I felt
on top of the world,
unstoppable,
walking on a cloud.
Yeah, I'm like, look at me! Like, this is the best accessory to have right now.
Yeah,
is I got this. Like, look at this.
Look at this. Look at it.
Look at it. It's in this house. Oh my gosh, and it had like a little door and everything.
Yeah, literally, you could punch out the door so you could like open it.
I think I'm pretty sure like I repurposed one for my hamster to play in one time.
No, mom and dad for Christmas one year.
Put your puppy.
Put my puppy.
Because it has windows and stuff. Windows.
Yeah.
I'm using air quotes. But like you could like see out, and the puppy was in it for probably all of 30 seconds.
Yeah.
While they revealed that you got a puppy for Christmas. Oh, so sweet.
I think that was Chloe.
It was.
Okay, I thought so, but I thought maybe I made that up.
No, I think it was Chloe. Which R.I.P.
R.I.P. My princess.
We should do a podcast on pets.
Yeah,
that would be so fun.
So cute
and sad.
and sad.
fun.
And we're
We're
going
gonna
to
focus on the fun stuff though. All the pets that we're crying.
crying.
Stop the crying. Okay, continue. The mall. We're at the mall. Another iconic store that doesn't exist anymore, and I'm not sure how nationwide these were, but for us, it was like the peak place to have your birthday in the year 2003 to 2005, maybe
7 or 8.
7, maybe even further than
Yeah, I
that.
think it was further than that because I definitely went to a few parties.
Okay. And what store was that, Maddie?
It was called Libby Lou's.
Libby Lou's.
Describe the place,
Libby Lou.
Megan.
Oh my gosh. Libby Lou knew what she was doing, okay? Think of it this way. It is a pre-planned, turn everyone into a pop star party. It was like a princess pop star party. And what do you mean princess pop star party?
The best way to maybe equate it for those who have been to Disney World or any type of Disney park is they have the Bibbidi Boppity boutique or whatever.
Yes.
Where you can go and get dressed up as a princess. That's the same kind of energy, but this was pop star energy.
But pop star. So yeah, Bibbidi Boppity boutique, but instead of turning yourself into a princess, they turned you and your friends into pop stars. I'm talking the mic headset, okay? I'm talking the fits. I'm
talking glitter in the hair.
Glitter in the hair.
Glitter on the face.
Glitter everywhere. The most iconic part, though, about what kind of gave Libby Lou its signature was the hair and makeup makeovers.
Yes.
They were a very specific look, and
maybe we can try to find a picture.
Oh, yes. We should have recreated those today. That would have been hysterical.
Iconic, I know.
Maybe for the photos.
Yeah.
On Instagram.
Yes.
But literally, I don't even know where to begin. Let's start with the hair. The hair actually
not too far off from what my
this.
hair is now. I tried to recreate it, but I didn't have all the things.
So imagine what Madison's hair is.
So my hair is in a bun.
Bun, yes.
And then I have two pieces kind of hanging out the front.
Kind of framing the front of her face. If you took that as the base and then you added a bunch of stuff to it.
A bunch of glitter.
You would have Libby Lou. We're talking glitter on the hairline, okay? Honestly, Libby Lou looks would slay for Coachella.
Yeah.
We're talking having hair colored extensions, clippings, clip-in extensions to accent the
your
hair.
highlights.
We're talking also clipping in little glitter pieces.
Yeah.
Extra braids, extra hair pieces.
Extra hair piece. They literally had these the best way to describe it is a scrunchie with little spiky hair.
Yeah. To give the Lizzie McGuire kind of look that's very specific.
So then they would put that on the bun. And then you would have
around the bun.
You wrap it around the bun and then you just have hair spiking out.
From all angles.
Yeah.
Then your makeup, I don't think the makeup was anything crazy. It was mostly gloss and purples and pinks and blues just smeared across your eyes blue
yeah,
just glitter everywhere. But going and doing the Libby Lou experience for a birthday and then walking around
the mall
without
Are you
hair and
kidding?
makeup.
Don't forget the fashion show.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Or the performance
Actually,
or whatever
yes,
it was.
There was you got to put on a concert.
You got to put on a show, yeah.
Do you remember this at all? Because I think you went to more Libby Lou birthdays than me.
Yeah, I remember there was specific songs and then maybe the birthday girl would go out. There was a runway and then they'd be able to perform and go out on the front stage and stuff like that.
That's so cute.
Yeah, it was the vibe. It was so cool.
I want to hire whoever designed Libby Lou's and be can you build that in this room?
Yeah. Can
the Fuzzy Pod
help us to be able to throw parties like this?
Yeah, just for fun. Me and Maddie just for each other. Yeah. It's my turn to be pop star.
Yeah. Please.
It's my pop star name's going to be, I'm going to make something up.
Yeah. Megan's I'm always the pop star.
Yeah. You're always in the audience. I'm I'm just going to throw out a random pop star name. Megan Nicole. Okay, here we go.
Megan Nicole.
And they're okay, yay. With the microphone.
Oh,
the headset
microphone. Everything.
We should be lit. That's where we bring it back. Halloween.
Yeah.
That's so niche.
100%.
But if you know, you know. Okay, the girlies that know. Oh, Libby Lou's.
Yeah, that was the time. Yeah, to be alive, honestly.
And then one more mention of a store in the Houston Galleria. We have to talk about when we got a Dylan's candy bar.
Oh.
At the time, they were I don't know how whoever was doing their marketing at the time, it was like all I knew was like they were the candy store in New York City.
Yeah.
And it was like they are coming to the Houston Galleria.
Little Lola's
2 stories of candy sweets.
Candy.
It was a dream as a child.
Oh my gosh, I still would like thrive in a Dylan's candy bar.
Oh,
it was everything.
I saw one actually at the Houston airport, I think.
That's so random.
But they were out of they had like a miniature one. I really wanted chocolate covered gummy bears.
Oh, chocolate covered gummy bears.
They didn't have any though, and I was so sad.
And sour belts. Those are my 2 things that I would get. I love sour belts. If anyone wants to send me sour belts.
Someone send Maddie sour belts. Thank you.
Send them to me now. I'm just kidding.
We don't have a P.O. box.
We don't have a P.O. box,
but we actually, no, we do. Just not for specifically the Fuzzy Pod.
No, Megan
Go to
does.
our stream.
Send them to Megan.
I'll pass them on. But we have to also talk about, like, as we got a little older, you know, we started off, you know, you went to the mall with your parents.
Yeah.
Usually for school shopping or like whatever, just to hang, maybe go ice skating. When you got a little older, you got a little more freedom. And you got to be dropped off at the mall.
Oh, yeah.
For just hanging with your friends, for hangouts. Which honestly, I didn't participate in a ton.
Of the mall hangouts?
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt like Mom was also very protective of us. So I feel like a lot of times she was like, I don't know if I want to drop you off.
Also, my best friend had a pool, so I would just go hang out there.
Yeah, that's the
we
vibe.
would just hang out at her house and like swim.
Yeah.
Like mall or swim. I'm like,
yeah.
let's swim.
Well, also I felt like it was like the thing to like go with like big groups of people to go to the mall. And like me and my best friend, like we didn't have like a big group of friends.
No,
you know
totally.
What I mean?
It was
Like we
almost
weren't
more anxiety inducing just to go as,
like,
as a duo.
What if we run into like people from school?
Yeah, you're like, I don't want to see anyone I know.
Yeah.
I'm not cool at school.
Yeah.
But that was a thing to do, though.
It was the thing to do. And like sometimes you would like go and like meet up with people and be like, hey, what are you doing, boo? You know?
I got $5. I'm gonna get my Sanrio bubble gum.
Get my bubble gum. It's gonna lose flavor in 2 seconds.
But when you got older, like, do you like the whole like, oh, we're gonna go hang out in a group, but really I'm going to like hang out with this guy?
Mm.
Did you have any of that?
I can't get in trouble.
I can't get in trouble with Mom again. You're like, I'm a grown woman, but I still don't want her to know.
No, I don't think that I ever. I'm trying to remember. We would definitely meet up with like guy friends, but it was never like for like a secret date.
Yeah.
You know,
I never went on a secret date.
I know. I don't want to say any names, but someone sitting behind the camera that's our producer definitely went on some secret dates.
Secret mall dates. Ooh.
AKA my husband.
Catch him at the Sbarro.
catch him
at the movie theater. The movies. The one time, like, because I honestly, like, I was an antisocial kid. I just, like, kind of had my small group of friends, and we would just hang out at the house, like, mostly, because it was just, there's always something to do.
Yeah.
And there was, like, one time in high school, though, I was supposed to meet up with, like, there's supposed to be, like, 6 of us. And I don't know what happened, but, like, it ended up being me and this, like, just one guy.
It was a setup.
Except for, like, we were kind of like doing that awkward, like, okay, do we still hang out?
Do we make
here?
out? No, I'm just kidding.
What do we do? What's the vibe? And I was like, let's go see a movie. And I remember just feeling like I was like,
what movie did you see?
Okay, I swear like Dear John and Avatar were out at the same time, and I was kind of down to see Avatar, but I think this is what made me mad is like the guy that was there was like trying to be like, oh, I know what girls like. He's like, let's see Dear John. You know what I mean? Like it was kind of giving like ick, but also like I bought my own ticket, so it was like on a date, and I was like, I don't want to see Dear John. But you know what's the funniest thing? We get our little movie snacks, whatever. We're sitting, and not even like 45 minutes into the movie, I straight up was so bored. I fell asleep. I fell asleep in the movie theater.
Oh my gosh.
I also think that I was coming down with something. I think I was getting sick. I didn't think I was feeling well.
Yeah.
Because I kind of remember that.
Yeah.
And I remember just being like, I don't think I'm feeling very good. And then I just
the way you were probably sleeping with your mouth open too.
Oh, just gaped open, like doing like my neck was craned over. This poor dude. And then I think he drove me home, which was nice. But I remember like I was like, what was this
situation?
But then I think they were like considering it a date, and I was like, you didn't pay for anything.
Like
this was also supposed to be a group
This was not like a
thing.
date. Yeah, this was not
because
like
he also had the audacity to like tell he was friends with one of my close guy friends who went to a different school, like one of our best friends, like growing up, like family friends, and we did everything with like family vacations, all this stuff. Anyway, so he was friends with that guy, and he told him, he's like, yeah, she's cool or whatever. She's just like really quiet, so I don't think it's my vibe. I was like, bro, I don't even know if you're my vibe.
You're like, bro, you were so boring. I fell asleep. That's why I was quiet.
But also, I was really quiet back then.
I was quiet because you took me to see Dear John and didn't even pay for my ticket. So why am I gonna conversate with you?
How are we gonna talk? I'm in a movie.
Oh, please.
Also, I'm sleeping, but that's besides the point.
That's not the point. It's still a movie.
That's so funny. I wonder where they are now.
Let's look them up. I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, I don't think I ever had any experiences like that. I was like pretty like, well, also like my experience was up until 8th grade, and then we moved, and then I was on tour with you. So like I didn't really have like a typical like high school experience. So I kind of missed out on that kind of stuff. I think that I was still too young and too obedient, like to my parents.
Obedient, like except for when she was a rebel and watched Powerpuff Girls that one time.
But like that's the most rebellious I ever got. Like was like
honestly,
watching shows I wasn't supposed to.
We were such good little angels.
I know, we were good little angel
snuck
babies.
Out.
Yeah, the most I ever snuck out was like in the middle of the day, and it was to walk to the corner store to get an icy.
Yeah,
like that's so wholesome.
Yeah, that is honestly very wholesome.
I just wanted an icy.
I just wanted an icy. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. How do we not talk about Claire's? Like that was the place to get your ears pierced.
Yeah, it shouldn't have been. They still pierce ears
with guns.
Yes,
those are not good for you.
Just this is a PSA. Do not get your ears pierced with the gun, like with the piercing gun.
Needle.
Yeah, you go to a tattoo shop that does like piercings, or like a piercing place, like
with really good reviews.
With really good reviews,
very sterile.
Sanitary. Yeah. But anyways,
I had a good experience with Studs. Side note, if you're looking for a place, Studs was really sponsor us.
Oh, sponsor us, Studs. Yes, mine's doing great. It's beautiful. Thank you so much. I love it.
But they were like registered like nurses and stuff. Some of the people, like, before, like the person that did ours, like was a nurse before.
Nurse, yeah. And so, like I
very familiar with needles.
Yes. So anyways, yeah, Claire's. That was the place to get all the accessories.
Oh my gosh. Earrings, necklaces, hair accessories, little backpacks, like anything you wanted, like
little cute notebooks.
Cute little notebooks. But Madison got her ears pierced there like 3 times.
I was way too. I mean, Dad took me to get my ears pierced when I was like really young, but also like that's just kind of like culturally.
Like my ears were pierced by the time I was like 1.
Yeah, but like I think that's like a Hispanic or like Mexican culture thing to like have your ears pierced really young.
I mean, I wasn't that young, but I was pretty young.
Yeah.
But I also feel like I can't.
I don't know. Is that a thing?
I don't know.
Did
you have your ears pierced when you were young?
Did your
audience listening?
Did you? Did we
before the age of 5?
How did you grow up?
Madison, I feel like you got yours first pierced like at 4, and then you had to go back like 2 more times before they finally
I had to go back like multiple times because my ears would always get, just the regular ones, always get infected, close up immediately if I try to change out the earring, like even though it had been a long time. Like I had multiple ear infections. I had to get my ears pierced like probably 4 times.
Yeah, it was a lot, I remember.
Yeah.
And we kept going back to Claire's.
Yeah, who was taking me back to Claire's to do it? Why? Well, there were no other options. It's like, where else do you take your
kids? Like, because if it's like that or a tattoo parlor, you're going to go to Claire's.
Yeah.
There wasn't like, that I knew of, like any other kind of experience.
Option.
Yeah, at least
unless
we
you
were
do it
growing
yourself.
Up. Unless you do it yourself, Parent Trap style.
Oh my goodness.
With the ice cube.
Yeah.
I had a friend do that.
Yeah. Oh
I was there when it happened. It was terrifying.
I had a friend try to make me do that on her ear.
For her?
Yes.
I would much rather someone do it to me than me do it to someone else.
And I was like, I literally was like, I can't do it. And she's like, just that. And she like grabbed my hand and like jabbed. And I was like,
I'm shaking thinking of that.
I'm still traumatized. Oh my gosh. We're not friends anymore, but that's besides the point.
Oh my gosh.
It's unrelated.
Oh, well. But is there any other things that any honorable mentions that come to you when you think about the era of the mall and growing up at the mall?
No, just that it was the vibe. Cinnabon.
Yeah. Cinnabon.
We talk about Cinnabon. We also
I wasn't
didn't
really a
talk
Cinnabon
about
girly, but that place is good.
We also didn't talk about our like tried and true for like a few years, which was I don't even know it still exists, but Delius.
Delius.
Was
Okay,
the
you can still
store.
get Delius online.
Yeah.
And they kind of are aimed more towards our age because they like kind of grew up, you know, with us, which is cool. But Delius was like the place to get your clothes for school when you got a little older.
Well, I also think it was
staples.
Like it was our alternative to like Hollister or Abercrombie. Like that's where we shopped instead of doing Hollister and Abercrombie.
Hollister and Abercrombie had a chokehold on our generation.
They really did, and now they've gotten us again.
Honestly, yeah, I'm here for Abercrombie now these days. Abercrombie back then, not so much.
Yeah.
But also it was really expensive, and never forget the time that girl at school said, "Hey Megan, you dress really cute for wearing non-brand name clothes like Abercrombie." Thank you, Schmiley. Schriley. I probably shouldn't say her name.
It's okay. It's fine.
Kylie. I have to bleep it out.
No, leave it. Leave it. There's so many Kylies.
There's so many.
You guys have no idea how happy that makes my heart that Megan just had a name because she's normally so like I gotta protect everyone. Name drop. I love it. But yeah, so that was like our place to shop that was like we would like get like cute, unique things because everyone was wearing Hollister and Abercrombie. So I felt like we like styled ourselves like really cute and
like Kylie said, I dressed really
cute
for wearing non-brand name clothes. So.
And you're like, yeah, sorry, I'm original. Sorry.
The way that we like, I was thinking back to like getting dressed for the mall. We were talking about perfumes. What's that movie where they say you smell like a baby prostitute?
That's Mean Girls.
Mean Girls as well.
That's also Mean Girls.
So that was literally what we were smelling. Oh, that feels good. We're starting with the Mean Girls quote and we're ending with the Mean Girls quote. We have to do a segment on Mija That's Dismissive of what is an item that you remember like buying with your own money that was like your first like, oh my gosh, this is like a big purchase that I'm making.
Big girl
at the
purchase.
Because
I'll let you go first.
Okay. The one time and the only time I'll ever do this probably because I lost them. I got some Celine sunglasses. They were like tortoise shell, very classic looking.
Cute.
So cute. Took them on a trip and left them. Never again.
Never again.
She only buys cheapies now.
Do you really?
Yeah, I don't spend more than like $40 on a pair of sunglasses.
That's good.
Because I've also sat on them.
You sit on them. You've the amount of sunglasses you've broken.
The amount of eyeglasses, because I wear contacts, and my eyeglasses like are all bent. They're all bent because I either roll over them in my sleep, which that's bad because I don't have a nightstand. I need to get a nightstand, and then. Well, we have one, but it's on Cooper's side, so I need to bring it to my side. I need it more.
You need it, yeah.
Or I've just straight up sat on my sunglasses and I hear and I go,
that's tragic.
No. Oh, so maybe I should find like a sunglass repair shop and just bring in my pile.
Yeah,
I still have them all. I still wear them crooked. Honestly, it helps because I have one eyebrow that I think sits a little higher. Don't look too closely. And I think it helps make them look even when I'm wearing sunglasses.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why you're like subconsciously sitting on them all the time.
Yeah, maybe. That's my most expensive though.
I can't think. I was feel like I can't think of like a specific thing that I was like, oh, that was my first ever like big purchase. But I know for sure there's been like a few like handbags and like shoes that I were like, oh, these are just like,
this is it.
I'm an accessories gal.
Yeah. I mean, that was an accessory too that I spent money on. So, but never again. Unless they want to send me some.
Yeah. I know for certain it was probably a Coach bag.
Yeah.
I say for certain probably.
That you got? Yeah. Oh, like the Coach outlet
probably.
Mall? Yeah. Oh, we had that outlet mall by us too.
Yeah.
Oh,
so I feel like that was probably like a big like purchase for me that I was like, this is a lot. It's an investment piece. And I still tell myself that every day when I'm purchasing things that are too expensive. I go, no, don't worry. It's an investment.
You're gonna hear me over your shoulder. Mija. That's expensive.
But anyways, that wraps up our mall experience.
I hope that this episode brought you those warm, fuzzy feelings of your mall days, or maybe it brought up some anxiety. It brought up a little anxiousness in me.
Yeah,
whenever we mention like spotting other kids from school while you're not wearing your Abercrombie.
Oh my gosh! But we'd love to hear some of y'all's malls. There's my Texas.
Your mall experiences.
Your mall experiences.
Follow us over on Instagram at the Fuzzy Pod and leave us a little DM letting us know about your mall experiences.
Yeah, we'd love to hear about it. And with that,
be sure to rate, comment, review, subscribe, and
we'll talk to you next week.
We'll see you next week. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Stay fuzzy, mother fuzzers.